200 years, our culture has become increasingly separated from our agriculture. The Common Acre wants to change that. We're revolutionizing the way that we grow food, how we use land, and how we engage with the arts. Our initiative is called Spirit of the Bee. Why bees? Bees are the linchpin of our entire food system. They have an incredible social impact. Bees pollinate 1/3 of everything that we eat, and most of what you see here in this picture of Whole Foods produce section. But the reality is that bees are dying. We're losing bees at an incredible rate, and this has accelerated since World War II. Without them, what we'll see is this kind of produce section. We've lost 60% of our bee colonies due to pesticide use, habitat loss, and disease. What they're doing in China already is pollinating crops by hand. So while the bees are busy dying and the food is busy being lost, what are we consuming? Last year, we consumed $9 billion worth of potato chips. This is 9 times what all of the farmers markets in the United States earned in 2013. And while we're busy eating potato chips, what's consuming us? Well, I'm not dissing on football at all. In fact, I want to ask a critical question. How do we capture the same kind of excitement for the system of agriculture and bees and growing food as we do as a community for winning a Super Bowl? So, our project started 18 months ago at SeaTac Airport, where the first step was finding a new way to use land. In partnership with the port, we put 25 beehives on the property there. This is one of our superstars. And more importantly, the port let us plan 50 acres of habitat restoration specifically for pollinators. Imagine wildflowers growing on that, what is now abandoned property, and what is going to help bees. We're taking the data that we're learning and we're sharing it with farmers and with scientists like these entomologists from the University of Washington. And they're applying it to grow food better in this community. We also built an art exhibit at the airport to tell people, not to admonish them, but to inspire them about these issues. That exhibit has already been visited by over 1 million people. The next step is to take the resources and share them with students. With every school in Seattle, we want to reintroduce age-old literary questions and also talk to them in a language that they'll understand. So far, we've gotten a great response. We've reached millions of people through earned media like Features in Grist. Crosscut Magazine calls this project revolutionary. Our team is the perfect team to execute this, along with scientists and beekeepers and farmers. Our core team is made up of people who know how to motivate people. We've produced programs, some of them right here on this stage, at Bumbershoot, at EMP, at MoHi, at Town Hall Seattle. We've raised money for social causes. We've started education programs. We're taking all that skill and we're applying it directly to the field of agriculture, this urgent need. And the public is responding. 200 people contributed $15,000 to our Kickstarter campaign, and we've hosted events all around the city and gotten more contributions that way. The kicker, though, and especially for a nonprofit, this is great, is that our earned income is 75% of our revenue thus far. We took that Port of Seattle project and we leveraged it into contracts with Seattle City Light, where we're studying land under the overhead lines. The USDA has funded us through WSU to study pollinator habitat around the region and to communicate our findings to farmers. So the expected impacts, what we're going to get, we know this, is 200 acres of land planted. We're already working at 30 sites, dozens of art exhibits and projects, and reaching millions of people. Just like the bees can impact with greater ability when they pollinate, so can you help have a greater impact. We can reach more corporate campuses, we can add airports, and we can really engage those schools that we want to engage. So you can join us. Our next steps will be to launch a real marketing and sales campaign, to launch that schools program, and we're also looking for some board members who aren't afraid to get face-to-face with bees. With your help, we are building from the ground up a new system, a new future for bees, for food, and for our community. Thank you.